20th. Tony T with our MLB Pick Show here for Tuesday action. Well, we have 16 games. There's a doubleheader up there. Before I get into just a couple things, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Free MLB picks are updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports. We also have NFL, college football. We have European football and more. It's a good time to subscribe. And also, if you would support our channel, hit the thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Then visit Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers. People like Tiffany, who's been on fire. Mindy's been hot. Ramon is hot. Our NFL cappers have been really hot as well here on the site, as you'll see right here. Guys like Ben. Hit the links to get signed up to one of their long-term passes. Of course, you can find our premium picks at the top of the page. Our free picks right here as well on the drop down at the top of the menu. You can scroll down and you'll find our latest premium picks for sale from our cappers. The best bets, each capper can designate one premium pick per sport as a best bet. You'll see them up there. Also, the cappers can designate one of their premium picks as a $15 premium pick just to introduce you to their service. You see some of them have also made that their $15 pick as well. So a good time to subscribe. Our pick ticker showcases the latest games individual picks for sale. And of course, all our picks now individual plays. One-day passes are profit guarantee, meaning they must turn a profit, or the money or the amount you paid for is credited back to your account for site credits. That's what credit guarantee is. Not long-term passes because they're sold at lower prices. All right, let's go ahead and want to make you note of our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And we are looking for cappers to apply. Go to Tony'sPicks.com footer section to submit your form. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one started. Diamondbacks and Dodgers, MLB pick here for Tuesday. Zach Davies pegged here for the Game 1 starter for Arizona. Davies in 24 starts, an ERA of 4, whip of 1.25. The right-hander, an 18% strikeout mark, 8.5% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 43%, 1.48 home runs per 9 innings. A FIP of 4.81 suggests a rise in ERA based on this form. Ryan Pepiot will start for the Dodgers. Pepiot, 8 appearances, ERA 3.78, the whip 1.53. The right-hander is striking out 25%, 17% on the walks. The ground ball is dealt at 23%, 1.62 home runs per 9 innings. Dodgers win the opener of this series 5-2. Diamondbacks have lost 4 straight in 8 of 11. Past 10 games, Arizona batting 199 with a bullpen ERA of 6.69. Dodgers bullpen in this period an ERA 1.54. The play will be on the Dodgers run line, minus 1.5 runs, and that's in Game 1. Now, Dwayne Jamieson will start Game 2 for Arizona. Jameson, in his MLB debut, allowed no earned runs with 5 strikeouts in 7 innings at home to San Diego. The right-hander appeared in 22 games in AAA, compiling an ERA 6.95, whip of 1.59. Tyler Anderson gets the start for the Dodgers. Anderson has worked 27 games, posting an ERA 2.62, whip of 1.03. The left-hander is striking out 18%, 5% walks. The ground balls 40%, 0.72 home runs per 9 innings. The play here will be on the Dodgers Diamondbacks under the total here in Game 2. Cubs and Marlins MLB pick here for Tuesday. Adrian Sampson to start for Chicago. Sampson has worked 17 games, ERA 3.48, whip of 1.27. The right-hander is striking out 17%, 6.5% walks. The ground balls 39%, 0.87 home runs per 9 innings. Pablo Lopez, the starter for Miami. Lopez in 29 starts, ERA 3.98 plus the whip of 1.22. The right-hander a strikeout mark of 23%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball is 45%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Marlins win the opener of this series with their 10-3 win. Cubs have dropped 3 straight. Miami 11-3 to the over in their home games this season. Past 10 games, Marlins bullpen an ERA 5.40. The play here will be Chicago and Miami over 7. Red Sox and Reds MLB pick here for Tuesday. Brian Bayo will start for Boston. Bayo in 10 appearances, ERA 5.10, whip of 1.70. The right-hander is striking out 21%, 11% walks. The ground balls 58%, no home runs allowed. A FIP of 2.75 does suggest a large drop in ERA based on his form. Nick Lodolo will start for Cincinnati. Lodolo has 16 starts, ERA 3.18, whip of 1.27. The left-hander lead strikeout rate of 30%, 8% walks. The ground balls 44%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Red Sox win 2 of 3 at home to the Royals. Reds drop 2 of 3 at St. Louis. The past 10 games, Reds hitting just 2 of 2 against right-handers. The Red Sox 274 against lefties. Boston 20-8 in road interleague games the past 3 seasons. The player will be Boston minus 115. Astros and Rays MLB pick here for Tuesday. Christian Javier will start for Houston. Javier, 27 games. He starts posting ERA 2.87, whip of .99. The right-hander and least strikeout rate of 33%, 8.5% walks. The ground balls dealt at 26%, 1.16 home runs per 9 innings. Shane McClanahan will start for Tampa Bay. McClanahan has 25 starts, ERA 2.13, whip .86. The left-hander and least strikeout mark of 32%, 5.5% walks. The ground balls 52%, 0.89 home runs per 9 innings. Houston wins the opener in this series with a 4-0 win. Houston has won 8 of the past 9. Past 10 games, Astros bullpen and ERA 1.60. Astros 45-26 in the under, facing an AL team allowing 4.4 runs or fewer per game. Astros 28-10 facing a team with a good bullpen ERA of 3.45 or better on the season. McClanahan 12-2 to the under, facing teams outscoring opponents by at least half a run per game the past 2 seasons. The play here will be Houston, Tampa Bay, under 6.5. Blue Jays and Phillies MLB pick here for Tuesday. Ross Stripling will start for Toronto. Stripling in 29 appearances, an ERA 2.94, whip of .99. The right-hander is striking out 21%, 4.2% walks. The ground balls 44%, 0.83 home runs per 9 innings. Kyle Gibson, the starter for Philadelphia. Gibson, 28 starts, an ERA 4.45, whip of 1.27. The right-hander has a strikeout rate of 19%, 6.5% walks. The ground balls 46%, 1.19 home runs per 9 innings. Toronto wins 2 of 3 at home to Baltimore. The Phillies are swept in the 3-game series at Atlanta and has dropped 4 straight. Past 10 games, the Blue Jays hitting .284 against right-handers. In that period, Phillies the bullpen, ERA 5.28. Blue Jays 72-45 facing right-handers and 12-6 in interleague. The play here will be Toronto minus 118. Pirates Yankees MLB pick here for Tuesday. Luis Ortiz to start for Pittsburgh. Ortiz in his MLB debut allowed no earned runs with a hit in 5 2/3 innings. He worked 10 AAA innings with an ERA of 3.60, whip of .80, and 114 AA innings. The right-hander an ERA of 4.41, whip 1.17. Nestor Cortez will start for the Yankees. Cortez 25 starts, ERA 2.70, whip .95. The left-hander striking out 26%, about 6% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 32%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Pirates are swept in the 3-game series at the Mets. Yankees dropped 2 of 3 at Milwaukee. Now, the past 10 games, the Pirates hitting .200 against left-handers with a bullpen ERA of 5. Pirates 40-28 to the under when a road underdog of plus 100 or higher this season. The play here, Pittsburgh and New York Yankees under 8.5. Tigers, Orioles, MLB pick here for Tuesday. Joey Wentz to start for Detroit. Wentz in 4 starts, ERA 4.15, whip 1. The left-hander striking out 21%, 5.7% walks. The ground ball is dished at 41%, limited home run damage. A FIP of 2.99 indicates a possible drop in ERA if this form holds. Austin Voth to start for Baltimore. Voth in 38 appearances, ERA 4.36, whip of 1.42. The right-hander has a strikeout mark of 20%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball is 36%, 1.14 home runs per 9 innings. Detroit takes the opener of this series 11-zip. Orioles have dropped 3 of 4. Past 10 games, Orioles hitting 167 against left-handers. The Tigers 203. That's against righties. Tigers 51-32 to the under-facing teams, allowing 4.4 runs or fewer this season. Orioles 27-12 to the under-facing teams, averaging .9 home runs per game or fewer. The play here, Detroit and Baltimore under 8.5. Nationals and Braves MLB pick here for Tuesday. Patrick Corbin will start for Washington. Corbin in 29 starts, ERA 6.11, whip of 1.66. The left-hander an 18% strikeout rate with 6.7% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 44%, 1.65 home runs per 9 innings. A FIP of 4.86, an indicator of a drop in ERA based on this form. Charlie Morton, the starter here for Atlanta. Morton starts in 28 games, posting ERA 4.17, whip of 1.19. The veteran is striking out 28%, 8.5% walks. The ground ball served at 40%, 1.37 home runs per 9 innings. Braves win the opener of this series 5-2 for their 4th straight win. Nationals have dropped 7 of 9. Past 10 games, Braves bullpen an ERA of 2.51, Nationals 4.85. Team record behind Corbin, 8-21 to the run line against NL teams, averaging 4.5 runs per game or greater, and 3-16 to the run line at night. The play here, Atlanta here on the run line, minus 1.5 runs at minus 155. Mets and Brewers MLB pick here for Tuesday. Carlos Carrasco will start for the Mets. Carrasco in 26 starts, ERA 3.70, whip of 1.29. The veteran striking out 24%, 6.5% walks. The ground balls sit at 46%, 0.96 home runs per 9 innings. Brent Suter will be the primary pitcher for Milwaukee. Suter in 48 appearances, ERA 3.93, whip of 1.26. The left-hander has strikeout mark of 19%, 8% on the walks. The ground balls 46%, 1.21 home runs per 9 innings. Mets win the opener of this series 7-2 for the fourth straight win. Past 10 games, the Mets hitting .273 against left-handers and a bullpen ERA 2.37. The play here will be the Mets in this one. Angels and Rangers MLB pick here for Tuesday. Patrick Sandoval will be the starter for the Angels. Sandoval, 24 starts, ERA 2.99, whip of 1.35. The left-hander is striking out 23%, 9% walks. The ground ball is dished at 47%, limited home run damage. Cole Ragans will be the starter for Texas. Ragans has 2 starts, ERA 5.69, whip of 1.58. The lefty pitches to contact, 15% strikeouts, 12% walks. The ground ball is 35%, 1.78 home runs per 9 innings. Angels hit the road winning 3 of 4 at home to Seattle. Rangers dropped 2 of 3 in Tampa Bay. Texas 6-15 at home, facing an AL team allowing 4.4 runs or fewer in the second half of this season. The play here will be the Angels here at -110. Twins and Royals MLB pick here for Tuesday. Dylan Bundy to start for Minnesota. Bundy in 26 starts, ERA 4.68, whip of 1.26. The right-hander is striking out 16%, 4.5% walks. The ground balls 34%, 1.42 home runs per 9 innings. Zach Greinke will start for KC. Greinke starts in 23 games, ERA of 4, whip of 1.37. The veteran is pitching to contact, 13% strikeouts, 5% on the walks. The ground ball is coming in at 42%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Twins lose 4 of 5 at Cleveland. KC drops 2 of 3 at Boston. Past 10 games, the Royals hitting just 194 against right-handers. Royals 39-70 against righties this year. The play here will be Minnesota -124. Guardians, White Sox MLB pick here for Tuesday. Aaron Civale, the starter for Cleveland. Civale in 16 starts, ERA 5.40, whip of 1.31. The right-hander has strikeout mark of 23%, 6% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 38%, 1.20 home runs per 9 innings. A FIP of 3.91 suggests a drop in ERA based on his form. Dylan Cease here will start for Chicago. Cease in 29 starts has an ERA of 2, whip of 1.08. The right-hander is striking out 32%, 10% walks. The ground balls 39%, 0.75 home runs per 9 innings. Guardians win 4 of 5 at home to the Twins. White Sox take 2 of 3 at the Tigers. Past 10 games, Guardians bullpen an ERA 1.89 and the White Sox 2.37. Civale 7-0 to the under the second half of the season. The White Sox 45-31 to the under at night. The play here will be Cleveland and Chicago under 7 runs. Giants, Rockies, MLB pick here for Tuesday. John Brebbia, expected starter here for San Francisco. Brebbia in 6 starts, an ERA 2.90, whip of 1.29. The right-hander has strikeout mark of 19%, 7% walks. The ground ball is 36%, limited home run damage. Kyle Freeland will be the starter for Colorado. Freeland, 28 starts, produces an ERA 4.43. The whip 1.38. The left-hander is striking out 17%, 7% walks. The ground ball served at 42%, 1 home run per 9 innings. San Francisco wins the opener of this series 10-7 in 10 innings. This broke a 3-game losing streak. Past 10 games, Giants hitting just 150 against lefties. Freeland 8-4 at home against the NL West, 11-6 at home against an NL team hitting 250 or worse. The play here, Colorado +135. Cardinals and Padres MLB pick here for Tuesday. Adam Wainwright, the starter for St. Louis. Wainwright in 24 starts carries an ERA 3.29, whip of 1.24. The veteran is striking out 18%, 6% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 45%, 0.71 home runs per 9 innings. Mike Clevinger will be the starter for San Diego. Clevinger in 20 appearances, ERA 4.47, whip 1.22. The right-hander is dealing at 20% strikeouts, 7.5% walks. The ground ball is coming in at 35%, 1.64 home runs per 9 innings. Cardinals hit the road, winning 3 of 5 at home to the Reds. Padres win 4 of 5 on the road trip after taking 3 of 4 in Arizona. Wainwright has pitched well against the Padres in his career. Team record behind Wainwright, 27-12 against an NL team hitting 245 or worse over the past 2 seasons. The play here will be St. Louis +100. Mariners Athletics MLB pick here for Tuesday. Luis Castillo, the starter for Seattle. Castillo in 22 starts, posts an ERA 2.68, whip of 1. The right-hander is striking out 27%, 7% walks. The ground balls 47%, 0.74 home runs per 9 innings. J.P. Sears starts for Oakland. Sears in 14 appearances, ERA 3.90, whip of 1.30. The left-hander is pitching to contact, 16% strikeouts, 7% walks. The ground balls 41%, 1.30 home runs per 9 innings. A FIP of 4.67, an indicator of a rise in ERA based on his form. Mariners salvaged the finale of the 4-game series against the Angels with their 9-1 win. Oakland drops 3 of 4 at Houston. Past 10 games, Athletics bullpen and ERA 7.15, and they're batting 300 against right-handers. Mariners 20-7 to the run line after a day off. Athletics 27-53 to the run line at home the past 2 seasons. The play here will be Seattle on the run line, -1.5 runs at -120. That was our MLB Pick Show here for Tuesday. Like and subscribe. Set notifications for our live shows. Live shows here with free picks at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 2:15 Eastern Time, and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Like and subscribe. Set notifications. Back tomorrow with more free picks.